Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He'll buy some time right.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The Seahawks first down.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw again, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The offense on third down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at third and a few inches. Quick hitch, complete. It's McKenzie. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4.
Wilson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, 49ers 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. from the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Rico Gafford, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, 49ers 28. Mitch Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. They'll roll him out right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Wilson wants to throw it. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's McKenzie.
Wilson's
not much there, only a yard.
Isaiah McKenzie. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And the 49er hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Murray off play action. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
48.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So